What's up, man? This is my Millennium Apple. I'm coming at y'all with a deck profile. It's been a busy week. I plan to post more consistently. It's been a busy week. Um, Lots of things to get done, and we have this on the way. So we have more coming. So don't worry, more videos is gonna be coming. Um, okay, we got this is the deck profile. So it's like a bit. It's basically it's tistinas, and you can say it's tistina trap, tistina, you know normal trap, tistina, because it's basically that with all these cards that act off like normal traps. Basically, like King of the Sky President is just a set card, but you can search any spell trap cards you want. So pretty good. We're gonna get into some of the deck profiles, and then we'll get some of the ratios and explain. I decided to put 3 T-Funds in here because it's a little bit of a weaker deck. So hold on. So now we get to go against Stun. At first I had one Stein in here, but he really doesn't do anything for the deck. So this is your basic combo. You just go for Alucard. Some people may already know about this, but it Ghost Trick Shot allows you to just basically go for any Ghost Trick spell card in your deck, and then allows you to get Alucard back, overlay again. So now you get 2 materials, and you get to basically keep this on board, which is good because now you can basically put your opponent in a Ghost Trick Knight just off of like 1, 2 cards, 2 cards. So right here he decides to attack. I activate the Ruma Karma Cannon, but after that he's like, damn, I lost all my equip cards that quick. Shoot, what can you do? I was like, what is that gonna do? So I decided to leave one face down, but I'm still searching. And he's just like, wait a minute, this is bull. So he quits. And so here we go against this deck, against Karibo, some type of Karibo deck. I'd say it's pretty fair because both of these decks, I didn't even open up. I opened up more of like a going second hand, but then not the best. And this messed up that Ash Blossom can actually stop this card. It's pretty sad. So I don't know why I didn't just do that, or normal summon, and then pop. But I don't think it would have mattered. Because if I was special, then I would have searched, but I would have had to set the other card in order just to summon one monster and give up resources. But he wasted an Ash Blossom on a card that I can continuously activate every turn. So instead, you get to see Prison. This is why I don't want to play 3 ladies, because if you do open up multiples and you don't have your trap cards, then it's not enough. So maybe the deck could cut a second Sky Prison. So seemingly right now you drawing some of the cards that you would rather draw with the traps. But this is pretty good right here. They can't change their battle position of their monsters because of Concealing Light, which is really good. If you guys know anything about Ghost Tricks, I was like, this card's like an honorary Ghost Trick card. Your opponent really can't do anything. And so I really wasn't worried about that because I can get a Ghost Trick next turn, and they can't even switch their monsters' battle positions because pretty much Swords of Concealing Light acts as like a Ghost Trick Knight pretty much. They can't even change their battle positions or do. So it doesn't even really matter. And then I got a monster negate on board, so they're pretty much just stuck. The next turn I can still get my Ghost Trick cards off of what they activate a monster effect to get a thing in the graveyard, and I still got Prison. Meanwhile, you can sit here and activate this, but that's a lot of damage next turn. I can just put my monster back face down and then go and get another demigod. At least put up almost 6,000, 6,000, 7,800. So yeah, next turn game. So there is that. Yeah. So we got a few good. We got a few games. And so here's against Eldritch, which is kind of funny because it's almost like stun versus stun at this point. But with tistinas, you never really know what the hell you're gonna get. So that doesn't stop me really from getting a spell card. So he decides to make the fatal mistake of destroying my field spell, which is like, bruh, don't even bother doing that. And then now I get to bring my other two guys back, and then boom. I still got 3 cards in hand. So he gets 3,500 out, and he just like scoops because he killed my big dude, and he's just like, what the fuck? And then he loses skill drain, and his monster gets left face down. He's at Solemn Judgment. It's like, yeah, and then I get a welcome labyrinth the next turn. It's like, bruh, it's over. And I think, yeah, did we do New Morellis? No, we already did the stun guy. Yeah, we didn't do the New Morellis. Which is crazy because I could have just beat this guy very easily, but I didn't realize he could just summon New Morellis like over and over and over again. This card is cracked, dude. I had no idea that card was that cracked. I'm like, bro, I could have just searched impermanence off of my Lady of Labyrinth and just ended this. So I impermanence this because I'm like, man, this deck could search and get free trap cards, probably interruption or something. And this is when I play 2 Go Straight Knights. Pretty much, it's not that good to play multiple copies. The Tistina cards pretty much are able to combo all on their own. He goes to negate that. My guy can't get over a 2,500 defender, but that doesn't mean anything. I can search and bring back and normal summon and set the knight. It's irrelevant for him to have evenly matched in his hand at that point because he can't even do anything with it. But I know why people play it. But it's a dead card in his hand, so he does have a dead card in his hand. And he actually does put it in the same column as impermanence. And permanence can come back and bite people in the ass. And he gets this Numeri Repet card, which is pretty quite powerful. Also here, he has to give up a monster, which is pretty bad for me because I was like, if I would have waited, I could have made, or if I would have just rammed, he couldn't actually did anything. I should have just attacked over or attempted to attack and then actually like just ran into it. Because if it would have died, it would have been fine. So it would have just destroyed itself and then it would have been. So I just go for the Ghost Trick combo, going into my big dude or whatever and being able to do what I need to do. But the sad thing is, I'm like, I didn't know how powerful this deck was, and I didn't really know what it did. So I was like over here trying to negate this card. Like, I should have negated it. Like, I shouldn't have negated this damn thing. It doesn't make any sense to negate it. Because he can just summon this, and this thing can literally banish everything on my side of the field. Like, no giving, no fucks. Like, are you kidding me? Why isn't nobody playing this deck? How is this deck not that strong? Like, so he has 2 dead cards in his hand, but I guess you really don't care when you can play a card like that. So Adub did clear his field away. and we end up getting OTK on him. So that is the deck. And I was in a tough situation right here. Uh, pretty tough. So right now the deck has come down to the tour guides are pretty good. I don't really like drawing into Galaxy Worm because then you technically break on it. So I decided to go with the lift. The lift can give me all my normal trap cards and go ahead and start on this. This thing breaks, but you can still play it if you want to. It isn't mandatory, and then terraforming for an extra field spell, extra Tistina card. This thing can turn to be a trap card. So pretty much you get a 1 card combo off a tour guide, allowing you to also get searches and put up in the gate, which is decent. So you get searches put up in the gate, multiple monsters, and you could potentially lock airport it out. And decided to go for Quaking Mirror Force because it's actually quite powerful, the same as Concealing Light. Your opponent's monsters get stuck and they can't change their battle positions. And the Roman Cannon is like really much just like a 1 card, almost like a torrential tribute. Basically like a reverse torrential tribute on your opponent, but it kills link monsters. So even if they can't be put face down, they still die. And then 2 Ice Dragons Prisons because want to get rid of stuff that's non-targeting. And the Welcome Labyrinth with Lady Labyrinth package, that's just really good because you get to search the normal traps also. You can never go wrong there. It's like in that last game, I should have just searched impermanence so I could go ahead and just get rid of so I can go ahead and negate them no really monster because Ice is really strong and can banish everything. And then there's some other little hand traps like Ash Blossom could be or Ghost Ogre, but Harpy's doesn't seem too good when you play Prison. Being able to search back row sure shit. And the Tistina cards put your opponent's monster face down. A lot of people, and they pretty much do the same thing as the card mechanics ever get rid of spells and traps. So that's still face up. So really good that you get to just completely clear the board, certain boards like that of like their floodgates and stuff. So this deck does have a lot of potential to be very good in the future because it basically clears all your opponent's, support cards off the field if they have any. And so if they're playing like a trap deck, obviously it's not really going to do too much. But if they play like anything else, that's what I said. Like Harpies is pretty good because I play Prisons, so I can search it. So even against those type decks, I have something. But the deck doesn't in general have like a card that like pops. Like maybe like a combination of this with like Labyrinth would be good. So maybe Tistina Labyrinth may be a way because you can still like pop cards, put everything face down, and then your opponent's stuck on that stuff. Because it doesn't have the best back row removal, kind of like a thing. But then again, you do have Ghost Trick Alucard, which can kill off some back rows. So you do have that can kill off some back rows for you, and then you have the Harpies. But that's not enough. Like in today's game, you just have to continuously pop cards every turn, and you have no way to get You have no way to recover Harpy's Feather that's your back from the graveyard. And this trap card can spin a card. Only spins what? Yeah, it's hard. This card can spin a back row off the field or a floodgate. So you have like several ways you can do that, and this card's searchable. So you can technically do it, but it's very lackluster to say the least that you're going to be able to go for that and spend back rows of multiples. When, obviously in the game, the biggest problem is that the big starts are going to be the monsters. But that's it for this deck profile, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. We got Tistina Ghost Tricks, man. And pretty much you could say it's not Ghost Tricks, but Ghost Tricks have a pretty solid extra deck monster count. They have like 4 extra deck monsters. I just couldn't play the other ones. So pretty much, and we already know, like, what? That's like your main 1-card combo where you just call it a package deck, but it has like several packages, like the Labyrinth package and the Ghost Trick package, and then of course the Sky Prisons. This kind of like works on its own. It's like an easy package to include in any deck that runs a lot of normal traps. A bit different because Swords of Concealing Light is giving you permanent, and so is Quaking Mirror Force, and they're not going to see this coming. hands down, nobody's gonna see Quaking Mirror Force coming, which is actually a really, really strong card. And the Roman Cannon makes up for what Quaking can't do. So it's like essentially you have like these 7 ways to deal with a lot of nonsense, strong nonsense. And then it's also searchable off of like Prison and Lady Labyrinth. So you have a lot of ways to deal with like very, very strong nonsense going first. So going second, having like Swords of Considered Light, and then the Domain, and then the Dark Ruler No More, the Harpies, and the Ash Blossoms, and the Impermanence. I think even for a 60 card deck, this deck has enough resources to be able to deal with everything. So that's it, guys. You know what to do.